Okay, so today we've got something a little different. We are reviewing a television show. We are reviewing uh, I believe it's a BBC show. It's on Netflix right now. We are reviewing Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders, which is a British crime drama set during the time period just after the end of World War I. Your hero is not a hero at all. Your hero is an anti hero. The actor Cillian Murphy from 28 Days Later and the Scarecrow from the Batman Christopher Nolan films plays Thomas Shelby, who is the head of a crime family in Birmingham, England, and he is a relentlessly ambitious individual who loves making plans and schemes of all types and not necessarily telling everyone who is involved in his schemes that there's a scheme even going on. Often his allies are just as surprised by his big reveals as his enemies are, and they're usually just as mad about it as well. The film has a series of villains from season to season, ranging from corrupt police officers to rival crime bosses, played by actors that you may recognize from other films and television shows, including, what's the guy's name? Sam Neill, the British actor who the first movie that comes to mind with him in it is Event Horizon, one of my favorite horror movies. And for support, you have the rest of Tom Shelby's family who run the criminal organization with him, including his Aunt Polly, his brother Arthur, his other brothers. I forget all of his brothers' names. I think there's a John in there, maybe a Finn in there somewhere. And he faces other characters who are sometimes obstacles, sometimes friends. Most notably, Tom Hardy plays the leader of the Jewish crime family from, I believe they're Londoners. And he is, it's the other Tom Hardy. And for those of you who understand what I'm saying, it's the same actor, but every once in a while you get the Tom Hardy, the leading man, like you get in movies like Mad Max and Venom. And then in other films, you get Tom Hardy, the character actor, like you get in the Batman films and when he played the other brother in the London crime drama about the Cray brothers. I believe that movie was called Legend. Tom Hardy doing a funny voice as opposed to Tom Hardy playing it straight. And this is Tom Hardy doing a funny voice. He's brilliant, but it is an odd voice. The upside of this show is, as you can tell by the actors I've named, it is absolutely brilliantly acted. It is brilliantly directed. It is usually very, very well paced, and it is. The stories are very interesting, very intriguing, although sometimes the degree to which Tom Shelby keeps his schemes to himself is a bit much. The downside of it is mostly in the most recent two seasons. I believe that's season 4 and season 5. Those are where Tom Shelby's scheming starts to get a little bit extreme in terms of who is involved in the scheme and who is not. And there is one episode where there's a character who, because he's not involved in the scheme, is essentially forced into an impossible position where he has to betray someone. And the two people that he is forced to choose between are both people who are in on the scheme and should have known that he had to choose between the two of them. And he does choose, and he's punished for his choice, which I thought was stupid because it was a choice that was forced upon him by the two people that he had a chance to betray. I thought that was dumb and not really very well thought out. In fact, in general, I didn't like season 4. It was enjoyable to watch, but it didn't make very much sense. Season 4 is definitely season 5. I'm sorry. Season 4 is good. Season 5 is a low point for the series. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. There's way too much going on, and way too little of it is explained. But the first 3 seasons are perfect. Season 4 has 2 episodes that are a little bit slow paced. and that's it. Only two. But season 5 is the season where it just goes off the rails a bit. It's still very, very watchable, but not as good. Overall, I have to give Peaky Blinders a solid 5 stars. I to put it in perspective, seasons 1 through 3 are 5 stars all the way. Season 4 is 5 stars by default. I don't give half stars, and there are only 2 episodes that are flawed, and those 2 episodes are still good. They're just jarringly slow paced for the series. And season 5 is for me a 3 star thing, but I'm not going to allow that to bring down my recommendation for the show overall. So a solid 5 stars for Peaky Blinders. Thanks for watching. It would be awesome if you could give me a like over on YouTube. I know a lot of people watch this on Facebook. Facebook likes do not count towards the YouTube algorithm, and they do not help grow the channel. Also, giving me a subscribe helps a lot. The more subscribers I have, the more subscribers I get. That's how YouTube works. And sharing is awesome because that's how more people find the channel. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you with my next review shortly.